Hi guys, this is Domine Rex, and in this video I am going to share with you how I became a Master Guardian. Now, a Master Guardian is not, I mean, to some people that's still a noob rank, right? For me, it took me at least 1,000 hours, okay? Just pure solo queuing to go from Silver to Master Guardian. Now, I guarantee that I could have did it probably a lot less time than that, maybe like 200 hours or maybe 100 hours. Who knows? Now, if you look on my profile, it shows that I've played CSGO for 2,600 hours. But I'm one of those guys who, I just, leave CSGO open a lot. So I might play for, one game, and it'll be on for 8 hours. So I don't have that much experience. But I have played at least 1,000 hours of CSGO. I've had hundreds of matches, and for the longest time, I was stuck in Gold Nova. And not just Gold Nova, but Gold Nova 1, okay? So, what did I do to actually get out of Gold Nova and actually reach Master Guardian? Well, this video, I am going to share all this tips and secrets about what I did. Okay, the first thing I did was YPrex Aim Arena, right? Followed by Deathmatch before I start competitive. So I will spend at least 30 minutes practicing my aim against bots and target. Then I go to Deathmatch for at least 30 minutes, sometimes an hour of Deathmatch. Way more than I guarantee most people do. But I play a lot of Deathmatch and aim before I even play a competitive game now. That's the first thing I did. The second thing I did is let me show you everything I do for Dust 2. Okay, these are things that I've learned that I am not suggesting that these are the best strategies that you should play, right? But I made Master Guardian by purely solo queue. Okay, so if you want to get out of Silver and get out of Gold Nova and reach Master Guardian, this is the video to watch. I am not saying that I can make you global elite, because I'm not a global elite. But this is how I got out of Master Guardian. Okay, so to start, I am going to play my position based upon my spawn. Okay, so I am going to give you my tips based upon what spawn I have. So let's say that I have a good spawn for A long. All right, what I always do is I'm going to almost always push out. All right, I'm going to come here. I'm going to flash myself out. Boom. If this guy is blind, I'm going to fight him. Okay. If this guy is here still, I'm going to run to the barrel. I'm going to toss myself out again. And then I'm going to throw a smoke for myself. Okay. That covers me from the car guy and out here, and I'm going to jump down pit, and I'm going to try to fight here like this. Okay? Why am I doing this way? Because I'm solo queuing. Okay? So I have to assume that all of these guys behind me, when they're supporting me, that they're going to throw these flashes too early, or they're going to miss their flashes like that. So when I come here, there's going to be a guy here. So either I have to pre-fire this, right? I have to pre-fire, or I have to flash myself. So most of the time, I flash myself when I'm running out. That's what I have to do. When I don't have a good spawn. Oh, by the way, let me just continue with that. So now I'm here, like I've thrown this smoke here. Again, I'm solo queuing, right? So I have to assume that I have to carry my team, which means that I can't be one of the guys constantly back here lurking and doing shit, right? If I do have a molly, which I may or may not, but if I do, I'm throwing the molly to car, and I'm taking these different paths. So this is the most aggressive path here, right? And then there's a different path, which I call a support path. It's over here. Right? So when my teammates come out, most of the time, like, they kind of know this smoke. Like, they'll kind of toss it off of here. Right? So I'm taking this path here. And I'm coming. And I'm trying to, like, either fight this guy here or come here and fight. But hopefully one of my teammates has thrown a second smoke. And then I can kind of just hop over and take these fights up here. And I'm hoping to get an entry frag if I can. So let's say that I don't have a good spawn. I have the second best spawn. And there's another teammate here. Right? And we decide to go long. Well, there's a couple things I can do. One, if we're going long, I can toss this smoke over here and hopefully I hit it. But this smoke would be like a first corner smoke. So, and up here, he can't see. So he has to come out here. And when he does, he can die. Right? So that's one thing. Okay. The next thing I can do is I can support. So I can toss one flash early. I like to buy 2 flashes. And usually I wait, I time it. And I throw a deep flash. Now why am I throwing this flash like this? I throw my flash here. You see where that's at? Or here. Because when this guy is here, I want him to be white. So I like it to be deep. So he's white, especially if they're back here. And they're holding angles like this. I want this guy to be white and have to fall back. Right? Now sometimes guys will stand here, right? And they'll like kind of, you know, oops, sorry. Well, they'll do this type of shit. They'll like flash for themselves. Oh, they'll flash for themselves and they'll try to fight. So that's also when these guys are throwing their flashes. Sometime if I'm a support guy, I'll let them go out and I'll still toss a deep flash. Boom. And it does a couple things. One, again, this guy is blind. But two, any of these stragglers who are trying to stay out, you know, they get blind and they have to fall back. Or this guy peeking out, he gets blind, he falls back. So my goal there, if we're going long, is just to support. I can throw the flash to the first corner here. And I can also, if someone calls out pit or something, I can smoke out pit by doing this. Not that helpful, but at least I know the pit smoke. Right. Ooh, just smoked off pit. Now, let's say that we're not, I'm in a support spawn role, and we're not going long, right? If they communicate at all, then I'll preemptively smoke off Xbox. You can line up here and here, jump throw, and you can throw smoke Xbox every single time. Or, if I don't want to be support, then if I get a spawn like here, what I'll do is I'll kind of toss this smoke, and I'll just run. Right, and I'll be super aggressive. I'll jump throw off here. Boom. I'll come and I'll take fights here. And I take fights here. If I have a second flash, like, oops, sorry. If I have a second flash, I might even like flash for myself here. Alright, and I try to peek here. And come here and clear some angles. I can throw a smoke to myself like this here. Or I can throw myself a one-way smoke that everyone knows here. Right? And the point being that when I'm here, I have a one-way smoke to the car, and I'm blocked off from A site. So that's an aggressive thing I can do. So those are my options. Support or be super aggressive down short. Now, if I have a spawn that's a great B spawn, I like to go balls to the wall sometimes. I like to just, if I have a good spawn, I like to just come and just straight up flash for myself. Either toss one off of here, or toss one here. Just come out and hope that I blind some of these guys. But if I throw it there, these guys won't be blind, but this backside guy will be blind. So I come out, and I just hope to win a fight here. Come out, right? Then this guy, you know, hopefully. So anyway, I just like to go crazy. But let's say you don't want to be that risky, because it is a really risky play. Like, what I like to do is, if I have a good spawn, I come here and I start to walk right about here. I walk, and what it does is I'm listening for the LT guy, because maybe he'll push, and I can get a kill here. And then I'm standing back here, and if they flash and they're going to come B, I just fall back. And then I fight here. But if he doesn't rush or anything like that, I stand here, and I toss a smoke right around where that thing is. And then I just walk up. And it gives me a nice kind of one way to the door here. And I can jump up and come over here. Or a better route to take, a far safer route to take, is like to come like right here, throw the smoke, and clear your angles first. So first you want to check here, then you want to clear up here, right? And then you want to come walk around. You want to be clearing like backside, clearing this, right? Clearing window, coming around, clearing door, that kind of thing. So that is the way to solo dolo B. Okay. There's another way to solo. I mean, let's say that you just want to come here. Sometimes if I have two flashes, I'll toss one flash here to make them know that someone's here. Or if I don't want to do that, I'll wait and I'll toss a flash down here. And I'll come here. And I'll come to this box. Smoke CT. Flash myself over. Don't blind yourself. Now, there's some other cool flashes that you can learn here. But I'm just talking about what I do. Because I've seen people that can, like, you know, flash over that way. And all that type of stuff. Which is also good. But I don't do it. I'm just sharing what I do. Although that is a really good method. I kind of just flash mine over. Boom, and I just run out. Now remember, you've smoked CT. So when I flash over like that, I need to clear this shit. I need to clear this because sometimes people lurk here. But then once I do that, I don't have a smoke and I'm pretty much out of flashes. Hopefully my teammates can help me out. But if not, then I like to, and hopefully if I have like a Krieg or something, then I like to kind of just try to bait out a shot from here. If there's an op up here or window, bait out a shot and then pre-fire. Or bait out a shot and try to pre-fire up here or something. Right? Bait out a shot and then try to pre-fire up here, or whatever. But if your teammates are here and helping you, even sometimes they even like do this, and they'll like kind of like flash over, right? And that'll give you a little cover when you guys are rushing with the B. So that is pretty much everything I do on T side. Okay. Now let's switch over to CT. Now again, I'm not telling you to do this every round. All right. Sometimes you're going to need to mix it up. Sometimes you're going to need to do what if your teammates call out something like, you know, oh, let's just wait. Let's wait for them to push or whatever, right? You got to play with your teammates a little bit. But I always assume that I have to carry my team. And if I have to carry my team, because I'm solo, I don't know these guys, right? I'm the best player on my team. I need to carry them. That's my assumption every time I play. Now, when I play CT, let's say that I have a good spawn here. Okay. Oh, sorry, you know what? What I like to do is I like to run up here. And as soon as I get here, I turn. So as soon as I come here, I turn with my back. So when they flash, I don't get flashed. Right? And then I'll toss a nade in. Now what a lot of people do is they try to fight here. They try to win these fights. I don't. Alright, I've totally given up that strategy. I don't have any support usually. There's no flashes. There's nothing. I don't have a second player with me most of the time. So I'm just by myself. And I have to take on 3 or 4 guys. Sometimes 5 guys long. I don't do that. It's stupid. So when I get here with the good spawn, I just simply toss my flash in and I come back. I might even toss the flash back just to delay so I can get here safely. And I come here and I'm boosting people, right? And I like to play here. Because a lot of times with it, when they throw their smoke, they're throwing their smokes here. And there'll be a gap here. Or even if it's a little better, there'll be like a tiny gap here. And you like to either wait here, get these guys as they cross, right? Or flash myself out. Well, hopefully a better flash than that. Flash myself out, right? And then kind of get these guys coming up here. But if I know short's coming and people are calling out and there's smokes here, what I'll do is I'll throw like a nade or something up here just to delay them a little bit. Sometimes even a smoke back here will slow them down just a little bit. And I'll fall back here. And I'll try to get these guys across. Now, if this is fully smoked and these guys are delaying here, but short's coming fast, I'll play here. My goal is to get 1 kill. 1. And then just give up. Like, I don't need to fight like all 3 or 4 guys coming short. I give up and now we're playing retakes. Now I'm coming through here. If I do have a smoke, I don't know why I would, but if I have a smoke, I'm smoking for myself so this guy doesn't get me. I'm checking this, and I'm checking this, and I'm coming up. I'm checking here, right? Then I'm coming up here. And I'm just retaking with my team now. So, because a lot of people, they think that they need to fight every battle. When you're a CT, you don't. Okay? You don't need to fight every battle. You need to. Sometimes you just need to stay alive. Very rarely do I play up here, unless I'm playing Goose. Because if I'm playing Goose, and if I'm up here and one guy is, let's say he dies long, well, it's just me and against 5 terrorists sometimes. And I'm just up here and I have to like kill. It's very difficult. Okay. So what I like to do, like I said, I like to either play down there. Because even if you're here, let's say I have an op. One guy dies and I'm up here somewhere. If I'm here, I got to worry about long. Okay. If I'm here, I mean, I got to worry about short or something. Some people do this, but again, you're going to be placing flashes and 3 or 4 people. Too dangerous. So I just say, you know what? Nope. I would rather retake it. Okay. So, let's say that I don't have the best spawn. I have the second best spawn, and this guy's going long. Well, my job here is to support him. So when he goes there, I might flash behind him, right? Or if he wants me to, I'll flash over him. If that even helps, but I'll flash over him so that when I flash, he can peek, fall back. Or if I have the support spawn, I might buy an M4 and I run up here and I jump over here, right? And I come here and I try to get a pick here. If I don't, and these guys are coming fast, right? Then either I'll flash or something, or I'll come here. This is very aggressive. This is very risky, by the way. Sometimes I'll just come here, right? You know, I'm gonna do a little jiggle, try to get a shot, and I'll fall back. Fall back to here. They're coming. Boom. I try to get a pick. If I don't kill anyone, I fall down. Why? Because my goal isn't necessarily to kill all of them. Alright? It's to hopefully get a pick, get information, fall back, wait for my teammates, and slow them down. So let's say I have an op and I'm playing mid. Alright, if I want to peek mid, I usually come all the way back. Why? Because it gives me the best advantage that I can possibly get. A lot of people like to peek here, but these guys can see you way before you can see them. Here it kind of maximizes the angle. And I like to just do little presses of the D key. Right? Just little presses of the D key. And what this does is sometimes my opponent, they don't even see me before they're dead. Well, they see only a little bit on my shoulder very quickly. But if they have a really good opter with really, really good reaction time, right? What I'll do is I'll come here and I'll just hold that little angle here in mid. People love coming here. And I'll wait for them. And I'll get a kill there. Or if these guys are running down suicide, I'll get a kill there. Now, you can play like this, hoping to get a peek here. But what I've discovered is this is very, very dangerous. Holding this angle, because LT can come out and kill you. Short can kill you. They can double peek you, right? So, instead of like just fighting here constantly, what I like to do is I'll hold it here for a second and then I'll switch it up and I'll come to this side. And I'll kind of hold this little angle here, right? And if someone comes LT, as soon as the color changes, they're dead and I like fall back. Or they're dead and I hold it. But if I get flashed, or if I see smoke coming, I'll hold it for as long as I can. I'll get a shot off with spam, and I'll just fall back. And I'll come up here or something, and I'll just kind of like look for the door over there or something. Or I can have a teammate come and we can boost up here, or I can boost off him, and I can see over this for the mid to be. Or if I have a nade or anything, as soon as I see or hear anything, I can just kind of just toss this off of this, slow them down a little bit. If I have nades, I can do whatever I can. If I had an M4 or something, I can spam through, right? Because if I have an M4 and there's an AWPer over here, because most AWPers like to play that, then I can play a support role with my M4 through here. And if I see someone, I can either... By the way, this right here is about a headshot. So I can hold my M4 here. When they come, if I see them, I can try for a headshot. Or I can just start spamming through, empty a clip, fall back. If I have a nade, I can toss it, and I can support my AWPer. So many guys, why didn't you guard short? Why didn't you guard short? Because if you stand here like this constantly, you're gonna die a lot. You're gonna die a lot unless you're like simple or something. Now let's say I have a good B spawn. What I like to do is I like to just come up here. I like to throw my nade here. And it's really devastating because if my teammate throws a nade and they smoke it, they run through the smoke. They don't even realize that there's a whole nother nade and they get lit up. That's why I like to throw mine. Now, if I don't have a teammate with a molly, or if they're not mollying or whatever, I like to just throw my nade either there or there and hold it and hold from door. And what I do is when they're flat, if they flash, I come over, come back, try to get one pick, fall back, maybe toss something in there like that, wait for my teammates. Maybe try to get one pick and then just wait. And if I come here, if they don't smoke door and I come here, I kind of hold from here. And if they come, people love jumping right here. So So usually they're in the air or something. Easy pick. Bam, got him. Now wait for my teammates. The only other position I play when I'm first holding B as a CT is back here. Because usually people bounce off the wall, bounce a flash off the wall. And all I do is come here. I'm not blind. Come back. Okay. Or if I had an M4, I can just kind of spray them down a little bit. If we've already, let's say that we're a terrorist and we already hold B, I like to come here sometimes. One thing I love doing if I have a nade is I come to this corner, I aim it off the top here, right? And I molly window. But I like to play from here a lot, and I hold these angles. Here I can molly through there. I can throw a nade. I can even flash over. Right? I can do a lot of stuff from here. Another good one is to come up here and just hold this. You could even stand on top of this if you have an alt, because guys don't really expect you to be all the way on top of here. This isn't something they pre-check. So, kind of risky, but it can be done. This is really a good spot, but I don't really do it that much anymore because you're kind of vulnerable. It might work once or twice, but I don't really like it. Especially if we already have B in your T side, then this is terrible because they're coming through here. I mean, they're going to kill you from here. What else? What else? That is about it. That is about it, I think. Oh, there's one other thing I like to do. If I have a good spawn, or if I'm playing mid as a... Sometimes, if I have a support spawn, and I know short's coming, I can... Oops, sorry. I can throw a nade. I'm kind of checking this spot with this shadow. And I can just kind of toss a nade over. And that can stop these guys coming from short. Just slow them down a little bit. Just throw their timing off. Maybe even change their plan. They might decide, oh, we're not going to even go short. We're going to go mid and B, which is what you always want them to do. If guys are starting and they're going A to short and they're coming down doing mid to Bs and going to LT, it's almost always better for you to delay. So that about wraps it up. I mean, that's how I play Dust 2. It is not how a Master Guard, how a Global would play Dust 2. This is not how you would play if you had a full queue or you had friends and teammates. And this is how a guy who solo queues Dust 2, all right, managed to go from Silver to Master Guardian. Please leave a like and comment, or if you hated the video and you think I'm a noob, please tell me below. Tell me all the things that are stupid about the strategy I play, you know. And but please subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will make another video very soon. I'm going to be making a lot of videos. Thank you very much for watching.